Hi, I'm Bill from CJ Pony Parts. LED lighting upgrades have been very popular with S550 owners. While the factory headlights and taillights are pretty impressive, there's plenty of other lights on the car that can use an update. One of the common ones that gets upgraded is going to be the factory backup light. While we've showed you several different ways to replace the single bulb, if you're looking to take it to the next level, Oracle offers this LED housing. Today we're showing you how to install this on our 2015 Mustang GT. This complete replacement housing is going to bolt in place of your factory backup light assembly and it'll plug into the factory plug. Instead of having one bulb or one LED bulb, you've got two rows of LEDs for a total light output of 2,500 lumens, meaning it's going to be very, very bright. This has a lifespan of 60,000 hours, so no worries about it burning out. And the color is going to be a 5000K, which would be a nice true white. On the back, you can see the massive heat sink to keep everything cool, and then the factory style plug, making a plug and play installation. Before we begin the installation, here's a shot of the factory backup light as a comparison. The installation is pretty straightforward. The only tool you're going to need is a 7mm socket and a decent length extension, or a 7mm nut driver like I'm using here. The first part of the installation is to remove these two screws under the bumper. The reason we're removing these two is basically for flexibility. The top two screws that hold in the backup light are kind of hidden, so once you remove these, we can pull down on the bumper, make it easier to get to them. With these two screws out, now you can kind of push forward, get it off the clips, and you can see the bumper has a lot of flexibility to it. Next step we're going to do, unplug the factory bulb and disconnect the harness over there as well. Push down the tab and pull out. Then give this little clip, little tug, it'll come off. And push the harness out of the way. There's 4 screws to remove the housing. There's 2 that are easy to see at the bottom, and then 2 that are pretty far in up top here. We're going to start with the bottom ones. Now you can put the new assembly up into place. We'll start by installing the lower screws. We're going to put the top screws in, put a little piece of tape or maybe a little strip caulk to hold it on to your socket or your nut driver, make it a little bit easier to get it up in there. Reattach the bottom of the bumper cover next, make sure you push the harness out of the way. And the last step is to plug in our LED to the factory plug. And you want to tie the harness out of the way. Not a bad idea to throw a zip tie on there if you have one, to keep everything up out of the way. The harness isn't near the exhaust or anything, and your installation is finished. And now here's our Oracle LED lit up. As you see, this is like a headlight for the back of your car. This is so much brighter than the factory one, it's not even comparable. Our 2015 is sitting on a lift, which is about 15 feet away from the wall behind us. And as you can see, it lights up the entire wall. If you're ever worried about seeing a night when backing up with your Mustang, this is the one to go with. It's insane how bright this thing is. We have every light in our studio turned off and it lights up the entire back of it with just a backup light. If you're really looking to light up the ground behind you when you're in reverse, you can't go wrong with the Oracle LED backup light. Obviously you can see it's far, far brighter than a stock light or even a stock housing with an LED bulb in it. It's available in the clear lens shown here, and it's also available in a smoke lens as well. The installation is pretty straightforward, taking no more than about half an hour. Be back on the road in no time.